Divine day, my beautiful collective soul family. I feel like somebody needs to take it easy today. I feel like you need your time and your space today. And that is okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. If you don't take time for yourself, how you ever going to enjoy who you are or get to know who you are, get to know what's going on around you and things like that, okay? So self-love, self-time, time and space, a break is so necessary and it's so okay today, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. There is a shift in the collective, and I feel like this shift is about self improvement, self empowerment, self indulgence and things like that. And this is not overindulgence. This self love, self care, and self what you're doing is very necessary at this time. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. It's like you're getting to know you all over again, as you should. You know what I mean? You're changing some things. Things is changing around you. People, places, and things is changing, and that's what we're in right now, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Ooh, what's this one trying to get away? The Page of Wands. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody is watching you, okay? Got their eye on you. I'm feeling like you the prize, and this might be somebody that's younger than you, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, or maybe just right for you. You never know, okay? But anyway, this Page of Wands that's watching you, I feel like, you know, they were offered to you in some type of way, but you refused them in some type of way, okay? You refused this offer. This is why it's necessary for you to take time for yourself to really see what you want for yourself, for your life. You know what I mean? You're going in the direction, and this could also be referring to a younger person, a young adult. I feel like this is a young adult that's just, you know, you're watching things and opportunities pass by, you know what I mean? And it may not be a young adult, it may be somebody that's coming towards you, in other words, as well, you know what I mean? This young person, but they were an opportunity that you kind of ignored and you kind of judged. I feel like you judged this person by their actions and their ways, you know what I mean? They gave you something to judge, in other words. So don't feel bad in this situation, because I feel like you also feel bad. Did I handle it wrong? Should I have done something different? Things are happening the way they are supposed to happen. We are in divine timing. We are in alignment. So things are going accordingly, I want to say, okay? So I feel like this is also somebody that needed advice on what direction to go to. What should they do with this person or with this situation that they got going on, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. It was just something about them that you wasn't ready for, that you didn't want, in other words, and that is okay, because you can't keep shorting yourself, okay? You have to actually go for what you want. If it's a career that you want, you got to start putting your effort and your foot forward towards that career, okay? If it's a certain type of person that you want in your life, you know what I mean? If you like tall people, you want a tall, buff person in your life, go for it. You want a short, stocky person in your life, go for it. Go for what you want now, not for what is presenting themselves to you. If it's being presented to you and it's not what you want, why would you take it? You know what I mean? So don't go for what you don't want. That's where we got that go for energy. Go for this and go for that because you lonely. Go for this or go for that because you're horny. Go for this and go for that because you just want something or somebody around you. Don't go for it. Be a go-getter. Go get what you want. You understand? Put it out there what you want. Set your boundaries, set your goals. Since we all in self-reflection right now, I want you to set some boundaries for yourself. You understand? Even for yourself, not just for the people around you. Set boundaries for yourself that you know you're not going to cross this time. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Make sure you are not passing judgment on nobody out there, because we don't need to pass judgment for nobody, because I feel like we got that energy of been there, done that. So it's not to pass judgment or look at somebody in a way. Just understand, you looking at this person as to say, that's not what I want. You understand? So it's you being honest with yourself and you being honest with them as well. Okay? Please keep doing that. Honesty, the truth shall set you free from negativity. The truth shall set you free, and honesty shall set you free from burdens and things that no longer serve you. You understand? So continue to tap into that. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. The Ten of Pentacles, this dark side of wealth is popping up, you know what I mean? And not using your finances for your family, or not using the finances that you should, the way that you should, around your family, you got to put your priorities first. I've been picking that up too, you know what I mean? Put your needs and wants to the sides, okay? Because your needs is necessary. Put your wants to the sides is what I meant to say. Okay, you know what I meant to say. Okay. Put your wants to the side for a moment, okay? Because you need to take care of your priorities. Your priorities are your children, first and foremost, okay? After that, you want to take care of your home. Make sure your bills and your rent is paid up. It's almost the first of the month, so pay these bills up, okay? Get what you want later on, okay? That works. So get what you want later on. Pay your bills. Take care of your family first. You know, the kids got homework. Help them with their homeworks before you jump on social media and do what you need to do, or do what you want to do and things like that, okay? Start putting your family, your needs, and your priorities first, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because a lot of people with this dark side of wealth is just spending their money recklessly instead of spending your money responsibly, okay? So handle your business first, okay? Spirit just like to remind people and all that, okay? Avoid this conflict that is trying to brew or that is trying to stem up. Avoid it. It's unnecessary. You understand? You're still dealing with people that's unhealed, people that need guidance, people that need realization, accountability, awareness, and things like that, okay? So pray over them. Have patience with them, okay? Avoid the conflict. Avoid the trauma. Avoid the drama, okay? Because it don't belong to you and it's not serving you. So avoid it as much as you can, especially today, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. And this is, I feel like this is a younger person, and also, like I said, it could be a younger person trying to come into you too. And this younger person, you trying to release so many burdens, so much heaviness off of your mind, okay? You're trying to release those things and you're trying to focus on other things, but it's still something that's holding you back, that's hindering you, that is stopping you, and it's very emotional, okay? It's an emotional thought that triggers your mind, I want to say, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. This is you by yourself with all of those thoughts penetrating your mind. And it's like you trying to let them go, but you see how you still holding on to them by your waist? You got to let it go, okay? You got to completely let it go, even when you trying to let it go, okay? So trying is the best thing that you could do. I'd rather you try than not do it at all, okay? So you get A for effort, you know what I mean? You're doing your best. And it's hard to change. It's hard to change up things like that. So do the best that you can, Put the brakes on and stop some things, Instead of, it's some things about yourself that you got to change, in other words, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You got a lot of wand energy around you, and it's all in reverse. So that energy is like a negative reflection on you. You understand? So you have to find out what is causing you to have this negative effect. Even when it's around people, when you get around people, when you see people, what makes you feel like, oh, this person is just irritating me, or this is irritating me? What made you wake up or think that something was going to bother you today? You understand? This is what I mean by changing your mindset. Instead of waking up with worries, wake up and say, thank you, Most High Divine Creator, for waking me up with a smile on your face. and pray for the ones who didn't wake up. You understand? Try to change your mindset. Try to change your routine out of those negative ways, okay? Instead of being closed in, open up. You know what I mean? Start doing things differently. Journaling. I feel like somebody needs to do some heavy writing. So get that writing done, okay? I'm sending you all love, light, and prosperity. Bye.